Imagine riding through lush wetlands, ancient forests, narrow mountain passes, and high-altitude deserts. For most of us, 2020 brought about an existential crisis like never before. But for some of us, embracing and exploring the great outdoors was essential. Luckily enough, we got to reboot Cruising Legends and Adventure Biking series. The task was to put together a 16-day ride in 4 weeks with 4 motorcyclists doing 3,000 plus kilometers across Arunachal, chasing the first dawn of the Indian subcontinent. The 4 adventurers, Harsh, Veer, Candida and Chaco, will be riding brand new BMW 310 GS motorcycles perfected for these terrains, while Castrol Power One Ultimate ensured their ultimate performance gets delivered. Each of the motorcyclists will have GoPro action cams mounted on their helmets for the GoPro Cruising Legends Challenge to capture the moments of the ride as it happens, having one episode dedicated to each of their perspective, while the crew plays catch up to document everything else along the journey.
We start off in Guwahati as Sam, before heading into Arunachal, where we imbibe with nature in the cloud forest of the Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary.
Staying over at a 4,000-year-old fortified village in the Bomdila region.
Navigating the treacherous and unpredictable Sela Pass at 13,680 feet. To enter the spiritual lands of the Tawang region.
Then we glide eastwards into Sepa and Zero, reveling in ancient local cultures and traditions.
We seek adventure in the lower Dibang and Lohit valleys.
Finally arriving at Walong,
the easternmost province of the country, to catch the first glimmer of sunshine to hit the Indian subcontinent.
welcome to the Dawn Patrol.
Yep. Goa क्या? आसमान का Goa क्या? You all in this too. Dong in this too you. What is Assam? One boy, smart boy. One tiger, one light.
Welcome to Arunachal. When it comes to travel, we live in a cash-rich, time-poor world. When I'm on a motorcycle traveling, I make an effort to reverse this ideology. Hi, I'm Harshman Rai. I've spent most of my professional life as a photographer, writer, and art director, and I've brought to life magazines like Man's World and Rolling Stone in India. And it is only later in life that I took to looking for adventure on motorcycles. As I grew older, I could spend more time exploring my other passions and curiosities with the wholehearted support of my wife. My latest stint is with my buddy Veer, where we take like-minded people adventure touring around the world on motorcycles, creating indelible memories along the way. And fittingly, we call it Helmet Stories.
On and on and on and on.
I'm well aware that I'm the oldest one in this group, and I will be knocking on 60 by the time you see this episode. But then these amateurs need a pro like me to keep the show on the road. Jokes apart, my fellow journeymen are more than just riding buddies. I've known them for some length of time now. And I've shared some of my best times with them. I've baptized this ride by calling it the Dawn Patrol, riding eastwards to catch the first rays of light filtering through the Indian subcontinent here in Arunachal. And it should make for one hell of a special ride. Each one of us has our own reasons to partake in this journey, something that is personal and not known to the rest of us. Well, not just it. As we ride on and the experience we have planned unfold, we hope to leave you inspired, possibly moved even. And for me, as age catches up with my body and I rage against the dying of the light, I seek purpose and meaning in the journeys I undertake now. I share a deep connection with Arunachal, and while I've been there before, I've accomplished the many things that I have wanted to do. This time, I'm determined to retrace some of the battlegrounds of my father, who fought in the 1962 Indo-China War, which is a deeply personal journey for me. This ride for me is an homage to Dad.
I planned this trip quite a few times, but it never happened for some reason or the other. Last time I was here was in 2017. I was here with Veer, so we got on a couple of bikes and we set out again from Guwahati. Pretty much the same route that we've done today. We almost reached Sela Pass, and there was like a unseasonal snowstorm. That stopped us maybe just about 4-5 kilometers from the summit. We were hoping to spend some time in Tawang. Yeah, so we had to turn back, and it was quite a bitter disappointment. So hopefully I get to fulfill that, I guess, in a sense, a quest to know more. That's the Sela top. Yeah. So pass will always be like a saddle between two high points. So that allows you to pass through the range. Sela, the road is just one road for cars. But like the traditional shepherd where they go for grazing and all, it's all over. So that's how the Chinese also came. They did not wait for the road to come by road. They just came from all over that place. So.
Don't go too close to the water's edge.
Finally in Arunachal, and this is where the actual ride begins. Day 4 on the Dawn Patrol. Starting off from Tembang, this beautiful little village high up in the mountains, about I think 7,000 feet. And today we're going to Tawang. Let's see what the road holds for us.
Wherever Veer and Harsh and Chaco are, it's adventure.
What makes Sela challenging is the unpredictability of the environment. Everything beyond this is an exploration, even for the bunch of us.
Because now it's like a nicely tarred road. In those days, judging by the pictures, they were just like a little muddy, rutty road with people, horses, dragging supplies and ammunition and all over, right from the plains right up till here. So it must have been quite a feat, but also a lot of suffering. It's a thing that's been on my mind for a lot of years, to cross Sela into Tawang. To see the battlefields of the 1962 war with the Chinese, in which my father fought and was taken prisoner. So this place, I want to see with my eyes what he saw, and perhaps a little of what he felt.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
this is a place that has a very personal kind of connection to me, which I was hesitant to explore. But at some point I thought I have to get to grips with it, right? And there's no finer bunch of assholes that I would be here with to share this with. And tomorrow, as a part of being part of the brotherhood, sisterhood, we shall wake up at 4:30 in the morning and attend the prayers at the Tawang Monastery. And
This is a welcome.
yes,
4:30 in the morning.
yeah, this is a welcome
Okay.
that you may not right now like, but tomorrow you will appreciate. So set your alarms and see you at 5 o'clock in the lobby. I marvel at the power of their belief and their faith. I'm not a believer, I'm not a pious person, I'm not a compulsive goer to temples or places of worship. So I marvel at that, at the strength of their belief and their faith, and the strength that they get from that. This world monastery has been around for nearly 400 years, preserving a way of life. While I know that we aren't the most pious bunch, we certainly value what a place like this causes us to reflect upon.
I'm not very spiritual. I am quite emotional. I love the sense of calm that I get whenever I go to a monastery.
The Tawang Monastery is so peaceful, calm, and a lot of animals around.
Obviously, everything is a journey. Even if I'm at the destination, the journey never ends because you're always learning, you're always expanding your own horizons, so to speak. I'm just grateful to be able to witness such kind of, natural magnificence that is all around me.
So today is day 6 of our expedition. The Dawn Patrol and the crew are getting more in sync. And since we're chasing Dawn, we got to be on our toes all the time. Today we are splitting the crew in order to cover more ground.
Call my number, call my name. If you wonder.
With the crew splitting up, I had Veer as my traveling companion for the day trip to Sangetsar Lake.
Call my name.
There's a comfort in going to unknown places with this known devil.
We both know.
We will carry on. Keep exploring. Yes.
Having him with me also means I can just let him do all the yapping while I sit back and enjoy the ride.
Checklist in our head is just like, okay, we've done this, now what's next? Like, oh, we have been to the east, what are the places in the east we need to hit? Okay, these are the places you've heard of. Next, what's there that we haven't heard of?
If it's a tough situation, I'd rather have him riding with me than anyone else.
We had langar, we had puri, langar, so we had
Chole
and prasad. Yeah.
In asli ghee.
In absolute right way that it should be. What is Diwali? Best place to celebrate it. Best way to celebrate it. Sometimes weather can really like bum you out. Like you can get stuck in snow. You can be far away from. You can be really far away from where your destination is. Then you get those are the times where you're like, oh crap, you're stuck here. But then there are always two of us, or if not more. It is that sense of adventure. It is what fuels us to go on and come back when it's colder. And like we want to do it slowly.
Places that we go, it's not that we are just dropping in there. For example, if you hear there was an earthquake once upon a time and a huge rock fell and dammed and it became a lake. So that's why you see the trees in the middle. So it was just a stream earlier.
we are like a twisted lot. We crave like dirt and rock and snow and cold weather and the most elemental of conditions that we want. It's a great feeling.
GoPro, start recording. This is last night in Tawang. And now tomorrow, we ride Jaswantgarh, on the site of the famous Battle of Noranang, and show them how the actions of one person, no matter what the station of life, can have ripple effects. I'm looking forward to it.
So we are in one of the major battlefields of the 1962 war that we had with China. The Battle of Noranang was fought too, almost 58 years to the day. My father was at that time Major Hasta Bahadur Rai, and he was company commander of Charlie Company. See, the 4th Garhwal Rifles was one of the 2 regiments, 2 battalions that won battle honors in the 1962 war. One was here for the Battle of Noranang, especially the actions of Jaswant Singh, after which Jaswantgarh is named. So he fought a very valiant, almost one-man battle against the Chinese, and actually and his actions became a beacon of hope for a badly mauled army.
His last act of bravery was that he actually volunteered to capture a Chinese machine gun outpost. He silenced it, but in the process, he and 2 of his soldiers were killed in that. And in fact, in that battle, he got a Mahavir Chakra.
Harsh's dad was in charge of taking out 4 bridges to stop the movement of the China red. But the Chinese had already leapfrogged way ahead of them. So he did destroy the last bridge, I think the 4th bridge, and he got captured here and was taken as a POW for, I think, 6 months. So, I mean, it's something that Harsh wanted to do for a while, follow the trail, come back here.
He's been gone a long time now, almost 27 years. And I haven't really thought about him a lot in the last few years, but standing there, yeah, so, really in my mind, thinking about our past times together and the good times and the bad times, and yeah. So that was it. I think just in remembrance of him that, it was. So this was my part of the thing. My personal interest on why I came on the show was to actually go to my father's old battlegrounds, and because I've never been here, so for me it was quite a.
It's amazing.
It's a big deal for me because I've been trying, our whole family's been trying to come here for a long time. And we've been invited also by the battalion many times when they've posted here. But something or the other happens. So I guess the gods wanted me to come here on my motorcycle.
And we felt really special, like hearing your father's story and seeing his name on the board. And yeah, thank you for making us a part of this.
No, I'm going to cry. Can't be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adorbs.
So this is where it ends, and then now the fun part of the journey begins. And it's all up to you guys. You have to decide. Life in the mountains is a constant state of flux. An extra day, change plan, a few hours lost. That's life in the mountains, and therein lies the spirit of adventure. Almost on every corner, and beyond the next quest, and the next, and the next.